YouTubers and friends, how are you all doing tonight? Totally radical, I hope. We should have a really good show. We have Bryan Walder of American Gold Prospectors with us and his prospecting partner, Alex. I'm going to butcher his last name. Dad REO. he'll let me know after they come on. But I want to get Toledo, Jess, Dano, and I so we could get our rigmarole out of the way. And we can talk to you and our friends. So don't go away. We'll be right back. Well, I make sure I click something first. Okay, be right back.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Tuesday Night Hangout Live. It's Tuesday night, Hangout Live. It's Tuesday night, Hangout Live. It's Tuesday night, Hangout Live. With your hosts, Ed Marvin, Toledo and Jess, and Dano. Tuesday Night Hangout Live is a Flash and Your Pan production.
All right, everybody. Unmute you two.
I did.
Jesse hasn't.
Jesse didn't. I did.
I
am unmuted. I'm unmuted.
Now he is.
Now I'm unmuted. Hey, I'm old and slow.
Hey, everybody. Placer Chaser was second tonight in the room.
Yeah.
I saw.
Uh-huh.
It was first.
I see my sisters in the room tonight.
Hey, Diana. Hi, sister.
Let's see
Sister
who
of
else is
another
in here.
mother.
Bob Dip is in here. Dave Villa.
Luke's in here.
Oh, Luke.
Woody
Downey's
Williams, Susan
Downey's
Hamilton,
detecting and prospecting. What's up, Bob?
Kingston
Square nails.
1816, and Teddy.
Oh, look. The world's greatest moderator, Mr. Lodak.
He is back somehow. Has went away.
Yeah.
Well, now
Just
they're
goes to
saying
show you
I'm
how much
too
you really need
soft.
this, Dano.
Is that better, Michael? How are you, Org?
Michael.
Ron
Alex.
Shaw, how are you
Can't hear
doing?
you.
David Villa. What?
They can't hear you. Org says he can't hear you.
Yeah, I turned it up a little. I was blasting their eardrums out during the auction.
Hi, Susan Hamilton. There's John's prospecting. And
Tom
Teddy C.
Sawyer. Tom Sawyer's
All right,
in the
Tom Sawyer's in the
house.
house.
David, how you doing?
There's
Chrissy,
that
how's it
Dave's
going,
not
Gal?
here, man.
Wendy, how you doing, Wendy? Kingston 1816. How's it going? What else we got here? See anybody else?
I don't know.
Not either. Highland Mining Ltd.
Benzo Bonanza Mining and Prospecting.
Oh, yeah.
How
Howdy.
you doing?
I saw him.
Mr. Lodak, the world's greatest moderator, along with Thomas Folks and Placer Chaser.
Oh, Thomas. What's up, Thomas?
New person, Tim Holmes. You see Tim Holmes here? New person in the room.
I see Alex, but I see him right there too.
And then
He's
David
a
Carlisle.
new person. Bob Dip, Martin. Golden Pay
Holmes.
Dirt Reviews.
Hi, Tim. Anybody else?
Scrolling back a ways. We said Luke Duke, right?
Yeah, I've heard of him.
That Luke Duke guy. Hey,
Yeah.
Eric Bocher.
He seems like an okay guy. I don't know yet, so. I've only spent one weekend with him. Oh, we had a blast, though.
Well, that's cool. Before we do that, I would need to give
Yeah.
2 big, huge shout outs
Okay, go ahead.
to a couple of regulars, Placer Chaser and especially Mr. Lodak. They were a great help to me during my auctions over the weekend.
What'd you do to Con Jernan to get on for that long? What did you say to him to finally click him to stay on that long?
To actually participate.
He's just that cool of a guy.
Right. Well, I already knew that.
And Bob Drake wouldn't come on.
Yeah. Hello, Lee H.
Welcome for the first time visitor, Eric. Eric, welcome. And hope you become part of the Flash fam.
Because there's nothing in it for you, just, listening to us.
Welcome,
Be
Eric.
silly.
Eric says it's his first time visiting.
Cool, welcome.
Oh, thank you, Chrissy.
You?
Jeff, how you doing, GoPro Unlimited? The other Ed's in the house. What's up, HD?
What was that? What did I just see?
I don't
here
know what you just
that
see.
referred
I
to
better put my
Cheech and
chat.
Chong.
Dave's not here, man.
I know.
David said Dave's not here, so Dave's
Oh.
must not be here. I saw that a while ago.
Oh, the other end. How's it going? Flower Gold Wizards, what's up?
Hey, Jason, how you doing? Oh, man. Well, I booked my flight and motel room and car. So if everything goes right, we won't miss the show on the 22nd. I just have to find someone.
Having brewskis.
It can just be us. It works with us, or if we got a guest, either way.
Yeah, yeah. It is what it is, I was kind of worried it'd be the first show cancellation. I mean, without even a try. But I was going to take my laptop anyway and try it there if need be. And I'll fill you. Is Patrick in here? I didn't see him, but I did see Wendy.
I seen Wendy. I didn't see Patrick.
Just, hey, Lee. Bottoms up. Wendy, I'll be letting Patrick know the itinerary for my stay at Wendy Williams and Patrick Wayward Home for Lonely
No.
Wayward Home for
Wayward Miners.
Yeah, that's right. I just said it about a half hour ago.
I know.
Oh, he's at his niece's game. Okay, what a guy. What a guy. But I'll get it to him. So I got that out of the way. It's all non-refundable. So I gotta go.
Yeah, we know Wendy.
Okay, it's Wendy's Wayward Home, or
Right.
Home for Wayward Prospectors.
Right.
Sorry, Wendy. Patrick's just a permanent resident, Wayward resident.
He's wayward, all right.
Well, I can't wait to see Dana's videos and everyone else's, Bryan's and Mojo's, and if Brother Joseph did any or whatever, Adam. But I'm sure we'll hear a lot about it real soon.
I'm betting.
So, what about it? How was it? Tell us all about it.
About what? Oh, the Vermont trip?
Yeah.
First of all, it was a long trip just to get there.
Oh, yeah, it's like 15 hours, 12, 15 hours.
Well, actually, its drive time is what, 12 hours, Dano?
12 and a half, I think it was.
Right.
Wow.
But actual trip time, more like 16.
Yeah, so more
Well,
like,
yeah, there's pee breaks, there's food breaks, there's stretch breaks.
Oh, them stretch breaks were desperately needed. Well, I've been struggling with my knee, right?
Yeah.
And I really didn't have any problems with my knee out there. It was just the drive and sitting without being able to move. Because I was sitting behind Dano, and Dano needs a lot of room up front. Even though he gave me what he could, but just sitting still, not moving for a couple, 2-3 hours at a time. Ask Dano, man. Every time I got out of that truck, man, I could barely stand up. I had to stand there for about 5 minutes before I could even take a step.
well, same way, dude. First few steps, I couldn't hardly move.
Yeah. It sucks getting old. Taking long trips like that.
We need a big motorhome and a driver so we can just stay in the back and leisure.
Right. But we got there, what, about 2 a.m, something like that.
2 o'clock we pulled in.
Well, if you would have had Luke and Patrick at your house that night so you guys could all wake up and leave.
It would still take 16 hours. It wouldn't have mattered. It was still going to take 16 hours.
Patrick was a little behind. I'll throw it out there. He wasn't really behind, but he was a little behind on time we agreed on.
It could have changed 1 a.m. to like 8 in the evening.
We were the same way. I mean, when we went to leave Saturday or Sunday to go to the Herkimer mine, we wanted to get out of there, and of course, you know how Jesse is, the gift of gab. You can't get him pulled away from anybody. You know it's true. Don't start with me, dude.
Yes, Eric.
You was over at Alex's trailer sucking up coffee and blowing the wind, brother.
Eric was asking
my job.
Yes, they're talking about the Plymouth trip.
But we did all get a jug of maple syrup.
Yes, we did.
Oh, I did too when I went up. There's some Vermont maple syrup.
Right there.
We got New Hampshire.
Yeah.
Maple syrup. Yep.
And got fed some,
dude.
What was it, maple spread or something like that?
Yeah. Oh, that was good. God. Some maple spread. That was delicious. But I'm going to tell you about this guy we met. Don,
well, tell him about the sandwich.
I'm going to tell him about the sandwich.
Okay.
Don, right? That was his name?
Don,
yeah. He's the one that gave us the maple syrup. I look over and Patrick's over there by his table and he waves me over, right? So I get over, there's this guy, Don, making a sandwich. And I swear he put a whole cup of peanut butter on that one slice and then drenched it with this maple sauce. He goes, here, have a sandwich. I'm going, oh man, I need some coffee. He said, oh, I'll make you some coffee. Made us this cowboy coffee, he called. Yeah, it was good. I needed coffee. But man, this sandwich, it was like it's like what you do to a dog, you know.
Luke eats all these sandwiches, then Luke puts maple syrup in his stinking coffee. Luke.
So we're dealing with a guy who lives on maple syrup, right? He's always he makes maple syrup, so you know he does a lot of it. So he makes our coffee, And he goes, "Oh, if you put sugar in your coffee, you can't put sugar. You got to put maple syrup." I said, "Well, I drink mine black, so no problem." He goes and grabs the maple syrup and literally just pours maple syrup into his coffee. He puts it on drinks, like, "Oh, this is good." So what does Luke Duke do? Luke Duke,
Pours
because
maple syrup in his coffee?
just as much.
Really?
He tried to match the dude. You that's like trying to outdrink a drunk. But he did the same thing. Took a big gulp of his coffee. I think he drank it all. I don't know. He might have threw it away somewhere with nobody seeing him. But
mean
I'm
sugar
not sure.
rush.
I think he choked it down. I think he choked it down.
Did he?
I think so.
Yeah, because he had a sugar rush like you wouldn't believe. He was.
He just said mean sugar rush.
Right.
That's funny.
It was hilarious, but that's a nice park too. It's on this. Actually, it's on the other side of the hill where we were at last year, Ed.
Right.
So it was a nice park. Another nice park. Beautiful place. Had some nice bedrock. We found a little gold. Our trips got changed. Our plans got changed halfway, but we make lemonade out of lemons. So
right.
we did that. We went to Herkimer Mines on Sundays.
Yeah, Ace of Diamonds.
Yeah, Ace of Diamonds. Nice place. Had a good time. I found one that was near perfect.
Nice.
Pert near. It's
That's
got a
nice.
couple. It's got a couple little inclusions and a couple air bubbles in it, so it's not a perfect one.
Let me pin your video. Show it again.
Haha, you got pinned. You got pinned.
Oh no, I've been pinned. As long as I'm not pinned down, at least by you.
If I pinned you down, you'd know it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you would.
So our guests were there also. Alex, how you doing, Alex?
Hey, everybody.
And Bryan,
Brian.
who is actually our guest, and Alex just hanging out. So
Alex is here on the request of Bryan. So
Yeah.
both are good.
Yeah, Alex is half of American Gold Prospectors, so I thought he should be
okay,
in.
cool. Yeah. Well, I thought maybe you were too shy and needed somebody to hold your hand while you came on.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, too.
A couple of beers helps.
Oh yeah. Hey, what's up, Adam? Adam just showed up.
Hey,
How's your foot,
Adam.
buddy?
Hey, Adam, what's going on?
Highland Mining Ltd. Welcome. Question: what do you find works best for sticking down inspection matting to your sluice? I've been experimenting with different glues.
Who are you asking? All of us, or
I guess. Who you asking, Highland? Who you asking, Highland? Are you asking all of us, or are you asking
Rob,
Bryan?
Ozark.
I prefer no glue.
Hey,
I like to
Ozark.
remove the mat every day and really clean it out good with a hose or whatever you're using.
Yeah, I just like to hold them down. I don't like to use any glue. I don't like anything permanent in my box.
Yeah,
Christy Crow, how are you tonight?
Hi Alex, hi Bryan, good to see you too. By Robert A. Brewer.
Yep, Robert Bauer. Yeah, he was at
Bauer.
the party. He was at the party too.
Oh, cool. Yeah. I would have been there if I didn't have to leave to Washington in about 14 days, 15 days.
Gorilla Glue's pretty strong. That'll hold it down. Most any good glue would do it, really. Like what Bryan says,
It depends on the mat that you're using too, because if you're going to be taking it out, you don't want to glue it,
Right.
Yeah, that's one thing I like about my Mini Max, up in the head, or I have that slot. I could stick up the Miracle Mat in it, or the Deep V, or even Micro Mat, and it works pretty good. So on my
Sorry to hear
dredge,
that.
though.
Right. Thomas goes, what party? I'm not getting all my memos. What was that called? The party? What was it called?
Smoking September something. Ask
Right.
Adam, he's here. Don G.
Don G, how are you tonight?
Weigold's here. Good to
Yep.
see you. Don Knox.
Arizona Desert Rat.
Welcome. AZ Desert Rat. Smoking September Dig.
That's what it was. They had quite a few people there. It looked like a good turnout. I don't know how many he was expecting, but it seemed like a good turnout.
Yeah, it was a good time. It was a really good time. A lot of good people there. Good food. The food was incredible. They did the smoked brisket.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, that brisket was awesome.
Yeah.
That was smoked all night. Those guys stayed up all night to do that.
Yeah, I heard him.
That was definitely good.
Yeah,
That stuff was delicious. Yeah.
that was.
I think,
We have to
they did
thank
pork shoulder.
Kevin for that.
Yeah.
Yep. He worked at that all night. Yeah, it had the brisket, had the pork loin, the pork butt, and he had 2 briskets.
2 briskets. That
Yeah.
brisket was cooked.
And the night before they were
Excellent.
cooking, they had hot dogs, brats, and what was it, hamburgers at like 12 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, when you guys came.
Yeah, that's right. They were eating. In fact, when we got there, hey, you want some meat? Yeah, they were cooking all night. That's right,
Jim's
Thomas.
here.
Beware of your surroundings. Pay
Hey,
attention.
Jim.
Video calling show. What's up, Jim? Oh, can't wait for your show tonight.
Oh, there's Jim. Hey, Jim.
Yep.
Yeah,
Supernatural. Maybe I'll talk about dowsing. Is it physics or is it something else? If I'm messing with demons and devils and stuff with that shit, like you act like I am, Jesse, I definitely don't want to do it.
Oh, that's why the late dinner, huh? You just got back. Adam says he just came back from the hospital. Well, right, he got there just before we did, or a little bit before we did.
Yeah. Had surrounded his foot up and ended up in bed with his foot up because he's
Sorry, I couldn't.
He won't listen to his doctor. The doctor told him to stay off your foot. What did he do all day Saturday?
Stand on his foot and walk around and
doing
stuff.
this, doing
Well,
that.
he didn't stay on his feet, but he moved around. He sat around the gold cube. He got it.
Well, I could expect that from Adam. You know, he's one of those kind of guys. You know.
Yeah.
You know how those mass holes are anyway.
I know. They're mass holes.
In a good way.
Oh yeah, I know a lot of mass holes and I love most of them.
Said that one night.
My son's a mass hole.
I'm a masshole.
Who's full of assholes tonight? What the heck? That's too many of them in one room.
Yep.
But it was definitely a good time. There was a lot of cool people there. Mojo and Adam did a really good job. Adam says there was 35 people there. So
kind of paying for him.
Mm-hmm. I won Adam's little his piece of quartz with gold stringers in it.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
He sent me a little piece. Have you guys seen it, haven't you?
Yep.
I think that was the other piece he got. 'Cause he had
Is that California?
Yeah.
Is that California gold?
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
mine was.
Awesome.
Yeah, I wish I could have made it, but you know,
There'll
You
be
guys
another
are-
time.
Oh yeah. Now,
There'll be
now,
another
all
time.
these people, those guys need to come to Gold Rush Days or to the Flash Bash.
Yeah.
I agree.
Heck yeah.
Oh, what's a
better
flash
y-
bash?
The Flash
Oh,
Bash.
Flash Bash. Is that something you were doing for next year?
I haven't heard of that
Well,
one.
it's gonna. Remember, I started off with the Flash Bash, but since East Coast prospecting was
Right, okay.
involved, I
Right.
changed it.
Right.
It flows. Flash Bash.
It works for me.
That sounds cool.
When does that?
But
And where
you'll
does-
have to come here, Brian.
It will be in the beginning part of the summer.
In Ohio?
Yeah.
Cool.
So
We should-
we'll have to figure out the location, but you'll all hear about it. I guarantee you that.
It probably won't be a collaboration with anybody else this time.
No. But it will be a limited space or amount of people. It won't be a free for all.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah,
But
it will be.
if some people would happen to show up, I'm sure we'd do something, right, guys?
Oh yeah.
You can use dredges over there.
Oh yeah.
4-inch.
Oh,
Up to a 4-inch.
Do you need a permit?
Nope.
Oh, awesome.
Just need a way to get into the water. That's
Not
the
yet.
tricky part.
Just have
That's
to
the
have
tricky
legal.
part.
Yep. Just have to be legally access and egress.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
and Brian's got everything he needs to get in and out or any spot. Trust me.
Oh yeah. We'll get in there.
Oh heck yeah. Of course, we don't work. You're not gonna. The chances of you finding what you find in Maine, since they don't have any gold in Maine,
No gold there.
no gold.
well, from what I understand, there's no gold in New England at all, according to Mr. Wilder.
Yeah, I get most of mine in Utah.
Hey, Busy Bee.
I don't know. Maybe Ed. Ed wants to know if it's the same place.
I don't know. We'll
Maybe.
have to talk
We'll
about
see.
it. Hey, Brother Joseph, how you doing, Joe?
Brother Joseph. Let
Dan
me say.
Zoller.
Hang on. I gotta say something to Brother Joseph. I
Uh-oh.
apologize for not getting a hold of you when we found out we couldn't make it, but I didn't have your number.
I sent
Yeah, he gave you the wrong card.
I sent a text to him. Ed gave me his number and I sent him a text.
Yeah, but you guys were already in Herkimer. I'm like, last I heard, they're in Herkimer. That's hours south of you.
3 hours.
So,
Don't forget, I wasn't driving, Ed.
I know. And your driver wouldn't let anyone drive. So.
We know that. So, like I said, plans changed. So, because we had planned on going there Monday, but when everything
Plans change.
when everything got, so I apologize, Brother Joe.
We got sidetracked. We had to make alternate plans.
Yep.
It's
We're
not-
gonna get there yet.
It's not gold, it's glitter from all our wives.
Yeah.
How many wives do you have?
Yeah,
Mr.
well, you're in
Loda?
Utah.
It is Utah, after all.
I know that I'd want to have more than one. One's enough.
Shit, more than I can handle. So, Brian, how did you do this year? Your season over now, or what? Or are you going down south?
It's over for now. I'm gonna pick up on deer hunting, but
Yeah.
dredging has a season up in Maine. September 15th is the last day we can dredge. So yeah, we had to stop for that. But New Hampshire's still open. I might do one more trip over there. Maybe not. I don't know. 2 weeks I gotta go to New York and start doing hunting.
Oh, got a hunt.
Yeah, got to hunt. So I'll be
Yeah.
doing that until probably December. You know, I have outings doing the hunting thing with a bunch of guys, you know,
Right.
doing that. And then I'm planning on going down south for the winter. And I've never been to Virginia area. I want to check all that out and see the gold rush history down there. And I'm not sure how cold the water is down there for dredging, but I would love to
You don't
dredge
care.
down there
You
for
got
sure.
you got a heater. You got all the
Yeah,
equipment you need. You ain't got to worry
right.
about heat.
Yeah,
That's the least of your worries.
right. Yeah, so I'd love to dredge down there, and then I'll probably head on off to Florida. I want to do the little metal detecting on the Treasure Coast, I think it's called.
Uh-huh.
And then from there, probably head off to Arizona and join some clubs and do some outings out there, and wait till the springtime up here.
Right. So you're gonna buy a dry washer too?
No, actually, Alex has one. He just picked one
Oh.
up, so I'm gonna mooch off him, hopefully.
Oh, there you go.
Dry washer. We'll be getting dusty.
Yeah, cool. Very
Yeah,
cool.
Alex has a place out there, so he goes for the winter, and he's been going for years. This will be my first time going down, like with my truck and camper and staying down
Right, right. You got a claim there, Alex, or you part of the club?
No, I just belong to the Roadrunners Prospectors Club, and they got a bunch of claims all in the Bradshaw areas, basically all over the place. But they got a bunch of good claims. I'm a GPA member. I'm an AMRA member. You know, so I got access to probably 500 claims.
All right,
nice.
cool. Very good.
Bradshaw, nice area. Bradshaw Range.
Yeah, that's a beautiful area. You know, it gets pretty high up in there. You know, we open Crown King area there. There's a lot of prospecting going on, a lot of metal detecting. There's actually some dredging going on up there in the wintertime. So
Oh yeah.
we'll hit it all up. You know, we've been to a bunch of different places, but the gold is you know, elusive like it is everywhere else. But we'll get it.
Have you been to Ohio to prospect or dredge or anything?
You know what? I've been dying to get to Ohio. My daughter went out to college out there for 4 years. I kept saying I was going to go to the gold rush, and for one reason or another, never was able to make it. But,
Well, you realize we don't have gold in Ohio.
I heard.
Gold rush. Yeah, during gold rush, they salt the creek.
Except for
Yeah,
Dano's
right.
Nugget.
Okay.
Make
Yeah,
sure
there's no gold here either.
Right.
I don't
No,
know.
we have
Dano got a big one.
Oh yeah, that was in Indiana.
Oh, okay. Or
Yeah,
Utah, you
see?
mean?
I got a pretty nice little piece there in Vermont.
Yeah, you did.
Nice.
Yeah, he did. Golden Dabber had some pretty stuff.
Yeah.
What was that? 90 some grams, 91 grams or something like that? No, more than that, 96 in that jar.
Oh, yeah. Was that his total forever, or was that just this year? I
No,
forgot
that was his yeah, what he's got so far, and then what he had another few grams, another one from this year.
Yeah, it was a big jar of gold, that's for sure.
Yeah, it was. That was cool. There's some nice little nuggies in there too.
Yeah.
There was some nice pretty stuff in there. Thomas. Hey, there's no gold in Indiana. Quit telling that lie.
Yeah, we got to send
Dano
everyone.
just pulled out the last piece a couple weeks ago.
Dano got it. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think I
really,
saw
Alex and Bryan, you guys need to try to make it here for Gold Rush Days.
Yeah,
And
no
if
doubt.
And you're a GPA member, you didn't have to wait for Gold Rush Days. You'd come to the Swank and you'll love it here.
Swank's a beautiful property.
Right.
All right.
Well, yeah, it's
The gold's better on Swank East, but
so those are GPA claims?
Yes.
They're both
It's
leases.
a lease.
Oh.
GPA lease. Yeah, good spot. Nice camping areas.
A lot of water flow. How's it? Is it a big river?
Well, it's a good sized creek and plenty of water flow.
4-inch dredges, no problem.
No problem.
We should do that, Bryan. We should get out to Gold Rush. I want to check out Gold Rush. I've been hearing a lot about that.
Yeah, you should come check out. Definitely.
Yeah, that would be a really cool party to go to.
You got plenty of time to think about it and work it out, you know?
When they do that Memorial Day usually?
Labor Day.
Oh, Labor
Labor
Day.
Day?
Yep. Labor
Yeah,
Day.
first weekend of September.
Okay.
Yep. It's a good time.
Yeah,
Not,
sounds like
you
fun.
know, we have gold in that creek only, but only during events. No. Other than that, there's no gold in Ohio.
No.
Yeah,
But we could
definitely
show you
loot.
some good secret spots.
Yeah, secret. I like secret spots.
Hi, Vicky.
Hey, hi, Vicky. We met Vicky.
Yeah, I
Oh, yeah.
know. She's sent me a picture of you two.
Vicky won the stream screen. For
Yeah,
Mojo.
I heard.
Yeah, no kids. I was
I
bumming.
heard she also had to repack her car to get it in.
Yeah, that's cool.
Oh, it was long, Vicky. It was long.
I think I saw a question from Eric about how deep down we've ever dredged. I haven't really dredged past probably 7 or 8 feet, just because the dredges are too small to really move the amount of material you need to move that deep. So I really haven't gone that far, but I believe Alex has been pretty deep.
10 feet. I bet 10 feet is about as deep as I've dredged with a 6-inch dredge. I mean, basically, you get down to bedrock, and the trick is to not move that much. You want to not move too much overburden. So if you can find shallow bedrock,
right?
Yeah, name of the game is to eat as much bedrock as you can. So if you can get on some, 2 or 3 feet of overburden and bedrock, that's what I like to do.
And the deeper you go, the more weight you got to put on, strap on, and yeah. So staying shallow is probably trying to stay shallow is best.
Yeah, I prefer like 4 or 5 feet. I mean, shallow is better, but usually around 5 feet, 6 feet, I'll start to go the other direction.
What our creek, the swank, where the swank is, that's normally when it's workable. It's only maybe a foot.
Oh,
Okay.
nice. Is that a clay layer river or bedrock?
It's different.
They have a hard pan, a clay layer, a sandstone bedrock.
A little mix of everything.
We have another question from Highland Mining Ltd. Yes, another one. This one is to the dredgers. So, okay, to any of us dredgers. Is there such a thing as portable dredge pontoons that have watertight hatches for storage and ease of transport? I was going to make one to make for mine.
Once saw a guy, he rigged up like a little cart and he had wheels on it, and the wheels were like permanently on there, and he would like roll it down the hill and the embankment and put it in the river. That's the only type of dredge that I saw like that. It was like a do-it-yourself project. I don't know of any like commercial dredges that really like you can take them apart, like the pontoons for easy storing, but
or kind of like watertight hidden compartments or anything.
Yeah, I don't know of any.
Neither do I.
It'd be a good idea.
I'd say make one.
Yeah, right? Highland Mining says, I always wondered why Proline or Keen don't have hatches on their pontoons for storage. I don't see why you couldn't make one.
Right. Yeah, probably make one.
Store gear inside.
Right.
But these dredges, man, when you're out there, you're really banging them down. I mean, some people zip line them down and you're banging into trees and rocks. And, you really need them to be heavy duty and solid.
I think it's a good idea, Colleen. Could figure out something.
If you could figure out a way that didn't leak, that'd be amazing.
Yeah, the hatch leak can be the biggest part.
Make them like kayak dry storage, like on kayaks, those little storage spots.
Yeah, but you'd have could have the similar type seal. Yeah.
Well, I guess you take your idea and you make a mold out of it, and try it.
Word of the law is patent it before you do anything.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody will steal it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it would be a good idea if someone could figure that out. They could put some hoses in there, or
Well, the Chinese will steal it anyway.
Probably.
Right. Right.
Hide all your nuggets in there,
Yeah.
and somebody will come up and take it down.
Of course, you realize if you make a compartment for it, you're also going to have to account for that weight.
Right.
So you're going to have to figure out how you're going to disperse that weight across your whole dredge, because if you got a bunch of stuff on one side, guess what? You're going to be leaning.
Or flipping.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. I say,
well, not
a
big.
little dredge trailer. Little pull a dredge,
Actually, you could do that. I was doing that at our flash in the Gathering of Golden Friends.
Right.
I had my tub roped attached to my dredge, and it just floated back there, and I'd set shit in it.
Well, look, my lounge chair floats.
Oh yeah,
those are perfect. They'll hold an engine and so.
Yeah, and you could just tether it to your dredge.
Right.
And there you go. Tiny house dredge calling.
Right.
There you go.
So here.
That's what Bryan needs, a house dredge.
Right. So if you happen to be going down the road, and you see those lounge chairs for swimming pools with the floats on them, grab those up, because 9 out of 10 times what's wrong with it is the chair, not the floats. And those are nice little floats. You can put a 2-inch dredge. You can use it for a 2-inch dredge. Nice little floats.
That's pretty funny.
Thank you very much, Benzo Bonanza super chat, $5.
Nice.
Howdy, y'all. Great to see everyone here. This community rocks. Amazing gold for me today. Upload Thursday. Hope you take a look.
There you go, folks.
Awesome, Benzo.
Go check his channel out and see
if you like it. Hover over his name, there's 3 bullets on the side. Click
Take
on
it right
them.
to his channel.
Actually, I did that before, and I wound up muting people by mistake. That's what happened a couple of weeks ago. I hit the 3 dots, and I went to go check out the channel, but something happened. It was like mute from or delete or something. I'm like,
oops.
Oops.
Sorry. Because the chat moves when you're trying to press the button,
Right. Yeah. Hide user on this channel.
Yeah, that's what it was. Hide user. I'm like, oh no, what did I do? That's gonna de-wrench me.
Oops. So if I have someone going, I chat all the time in your room and stuff, or it won't let me, I'll have to see what's that about, huh?
Yeah.
Yuck, Jim. Yuck. Jim's trying to tell jokes.
Oh yeah, him and Chrissy. Chrissy's so old she remembers when Made in Japan was bad. Actually, I thought Japanese stuff's pretty quality. My Klein Spud's made in Japan. My wrench spud, or my ratchet spud.
Oh yeah.
It's for steel building. Dana,
me either, Luke. I don't see her either.
Happy, I'm not happy until she was down to the river. Just.
Yeah, she didn't look too happy. She didn't look too happy in that baby carriage either.
Yeah, that poor cat. It just looked like it hated the world.
he was up against that screen, his eyes bugged out, pop claws out. I think, oh, somebody help me.
Oh, I hope someone got pictures.
I'm sure she'd rather be out of that stroller than in it.
Vicky, did you make videos of the trip, I hope?
I saw one of her videos on her YouTube channel.
Yeah, she posted one today. Yep, she posted one today.
Oh, I'll have to check it out.
Oh, Mojo's here.
What's up, Mojo?
Mojo.
Robinson Prospecting, what's up, Chris? Eric Carter, we got some new people in.
Yeah.
People just showed up.
Eric Carter, and we have Eric Robinson's in the house.
Mm-hmm.
How you doing? Of Shutter Sluice.
Poor Mojo, man. He was running around like crazy the whole weekend.
Well, yeah, it was his event.
I was telling him, I feel sorry for you, dude, because I know what you're going through. I just did the same thing.
He was a wore out fellow there.
He was, man. He's trying to get some sleep and everybody's partying around him.
We have another super chat. Colleen, thank you very much. Totally awesome.
Yeah, cool.
Cool. Thanks, Colleen.
Thank you.
We got a question from...
He was running around like a chicken with his head cut off.
Yeah, he was.
Oh, yeah, Mojo. I don't think he slept for 2 days.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Cat naps.
Chris,
he did. He took a nap, but Goucher took his bed.
I saw that. He was laying there, and all this next thing you know, you look over there, and there's Goucher's laying him, kind of pushing him off. Where's the speeder off? She's all cozy.
Sunday morning, I seen Bryan's trailer door open, and she went in. He shut the door, and about 15 minutes later, the door opened, and she come back out. She went.
Yeah, she says hi to me.
Look, there she is, feet up on the couch sleeping.
Yep. There she is.
Hey, everybody.
Look at her, just comfortable as could be.
How'd you get her to strike that pose?
Oh, she does that, man.
Look at her.
She loves attention.
Oh, yeah. And she will knock you down to get it, too.
Oh, yeah.
She'll push on you until you pet her.
Yeah.
You pet her head, and she turns around and pushes her butt up against your leg. Here, no. Scratch my butt. Scratch my head, scratch my butt.
Yeah.
She was, but very well temperamental.
Yeah,
very, great temperament on that dog.
You're
a good dog too, Libby.
Chrissy, Outdoorsy Gallows, been having a few questions that I haven't got to yet. Do either of you detect? And if so, what's your favorite machine?
I just do it a little tiny bit. I really haven't gone into it that much. I did buy a Fisher CZ21, and that's mostly for like beaches, saltwater. I'm planning on going to Arizona this winter and probably ask Nugget Shooter Bill Southern what he recommends, and hopefully buy one from him and go out and do a collaboration with him, and hopefully he can teach me some stuff, because I don't know much about metal detecting. But I know Alex, he's got a really good machine, so he knows way more about detecting than I do.
Oh, yeah, huh? I know. I hate not digging up junk targets.
I'm good at that.
I did get a couple of nice pieces, though. I got a copper nugget, and I was able to get some other stuff, some lead nuggets that looked like they were pretty natural from the ground. I mean, it wasn't like bullets or anything, you know. It looked like it might have been a freaking lead vein.
Sorry, Bryan, I think I clicked something. I was trying to get your video up bigger, and everything went Weird.
Well, yeah, I'm going, why's he got me up front? What the heck's up with that crap?
Okay, back to who was it? Oh, I stopped his video on accident instead of pinned the video. Alex was talking, right?
Yeah.
He was.
Sorry, Alex.
No problem. I just, I was just talking about my treasures that I found with my metal detector. I'm using the pulse induction, the Minelab SDC 2300 there. It's a little pulse induction machine. It's a nice machine, very, it gets little tiny pieces, but I don't necessarily enjoy doing it.
Very cool. Yeah, Mojo, we were talking about Kevin's. Is that his YouTube channel, New England Gold Prospecting?
That's the Kevin I was talking about. Okay, he was there last year. I'm working over with Mojo when on the other side of that bridge or road.
Right. Yep, he says, yep. Yeah, we gave him a big shout out, a big thank you for the wonderful meal he provided or cooked. I don't know who provided it, but
Yeah, it was killer smoked meat, that's for sure.
I agree with you, Dano. That'd be a good trip.
Yep.
Like to have a week to spend out there with them guys, a good full week.
Yeah, we have to take care of the Cali trip first. Oh, well, that's we could
That's
might
later.
be able, yeah, that's a lot later. No, hell, they need to come down. You guys, Jesse's been there twice. I drove numerous hours there last year. Would have made the same drive this year, but Luke lucked out, and I had to jump out, and so. But hey, I get to see my mom sooner than in March.
Luke got to put up with me all weekend.
Yeah. He had to put up with me yakking at him all the way, 16 hours.
Okay, but
but we had a good time. It was fun seeing everybody again, meeting some new people again.
New people, yep.
Oh, yeah.
You know, everybody loved the new towels. A bunch of people got new towels in.
Oh yeah, I got a flash towel.
Yeah.
Excellent, Brian.
Awesome.
You gotta have that showing in videos or something, you know.
Yeah, I will. Yep.
Yeah, you gotta dump it in there somewhere. You know, there's
Top Cat has it. He lays his security on top of it.
All right, that's a good idea.
And what does Jerry do with it?
Oh, and Top Cat weighs his gold on it too.
Oh yeah, true.
I think Jerry, you see it here and there with him too.
In his video, it makes appearances.
So actually, now those towels are coast to coast.
Yeah, and we got Brother Joe a towel too. Yes, we did.
Yep.
And in the Midland,
got a couple.
Cool.
Yeah. And
we came back with no towels, and I even gave mine away.
I didn't get one.
You didn't. Then when you got one coming, give us an address. As I get more made, there's one coming your way, dude.
All right.
I left mine at home on purpose because I knew if I took them, I'd give them away.
I did, but hey, it's all the spirit of it all.
Right.
I did get a cool sticker that's on the camper, though. I put this.
Oh yeah, we passed some of those out too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Someday, buddy.
What?
We're growing.
Oh yeah.
Someday. We'll be that Saturday prospecting show you watch.
Yeah, buddy.
Then people will be paying for us to take our gold trips. Yes.
Yeah. That would be fun.
That would be real fun.
Yeah.
Have somebody pay you.
That sounds like fun.
Heck yeah, go out and play in the creek and show them how you do it.
Right. I'm game.
Dig in the dirt, classify.
I'm up for it.
Yeah. Then, well, hopefully some of our good friends will have opportunity too.
We even
Yep.
had towels out to Herkimer mine.
Oh yeah. Daniel had some left over, and he goes, "You know what? Let's pass these out too." Here, so he was passing. He was flirting with all the ladies, passing them out to them.
Gave J-Ho a card and a towel.
Yeah.
Very nice Chinese girl though. She was very nice.
Jackie Ho.
Yeah, her name's Jackie Ho, but she said to look for under J-Ho.
Dude, you wouldn't believe all
I
that.
wish she'd shut in the room because she was a really nice lady. I mean,
Yeah, she was. She was kind of funny.
and she found it's probably a little bit bigger than a gray Herkimer diamond. I mean, that was a big one. She did good.
Mm-hmm. She did really good. Just surface, just walking around, brushing dirt off things that she saw glinting. That's how she was finding them. Wasn't even really working hard. And it was a trip watching some of these guys out there, these 20-year-olds out there with the sledgehammers. I'm going, no way.
The chain gang.
Yeah.
What were you guys doing? Classifying?
Yeah. Yeah. It was a lot easier.
Where do you get the material? Is it in the river? What is it?
No,
Like?
they have a
They
this material. They blast it out.
Piled up.
Yep.
Huh.
They blast it and put big rocks in a pile, smaller rocks in another pile, and gravel or dirt and all that other stuff in another pile. And that's what you sluice through.
No kidding.
Yeah.
What'd you use for a sluice?
They rent it. Well, they have a sluice built.
They have a water trough.
It's a water trough, right?
Oh, yeah.
It's not a sluice like what we think of. Just a water trough to clean the rocks, and because this stuff is heavily clayed. I mean, just heavily clayed. So you got to clean it off pretty good.
Then we put it out there.
We are talking about Herkimer.
And all of our hands started drying out from all that muddy, dirty water.
Oh, man.
And all of us were like, man, you got to pull over. We got to get in somewhere that's got some soap. We can wash our hands.
Is there anything else you could find? Or is it just quartz crystals?
Well, they have a chart of other minerals that they can find there, but I didn't see much of anything other than the
I found one rock and I lost it. I couldn't find it. I dropped it.
Oh.
But it was something they find there. It was some type of mineral. It's something like, I don't know if you can see this or not. It's something like this.
Like a pyrite kind of thing?
Kind of looks like a pyrite, but it's real brilliant, real blue, gold, purple.
That's cool.
But they find that too there with them Herkimer diamonds.
Oh, cool.
That's neat. Any tourmalines?
Didn't see nothing like that on their little chart.
No, didn't see that. But they got a lot of that stuff in the shop where you can buy it by the gram.
They have those troughs there too where you can buy buckets and
I'll tell you what.
At least the Herkimer mine I went to.
The Herkimer diamonds, they had a little box of them in there, like a little 3 by 2.5 inch little flat box full of the little Herkimers that are terminated nice.
Tiny ones.
$500 for that little box.
Wow.
Wow.
I'd rather buy gold.
Yeah, buddy, I rather find that much.
Find gold, yeah.
Like Bryan does.
That was my best one that I found. A lot of the other stuff you find is broken or got a lot of dirt in it, and
that looks crystal clear.
They got black, like little black inclusions in them.
Right. It's pretty clear. There's actually a couple bubbles in it, so it's not really what they consider gem quality because it's got some flaws in it.
I haven't looked through mine real good because I had to work today.
I haven't looked at all of them. I got some other smaller ones too that I got there.
Cool.
Those are terminated and those are all good.
Yeah, Vicky remembers seeing the ones that the Golden Dabber had, said that's pretty in the jar, all them he had.
Right, but again, this one has a fracture in it, so it's not good for jewelry or anything, So even though you can find a bunch of them, not a lot of, they're not all worth a bunch of money. It just depends, on how the quality of it. And this lady showed me how to find the tiny ones. I mean, tiny, like 2 or 3 mil long, just smaller than a grain of rice. And they were perfect. you know, and that's what she was looking for.
Can you find colored ones? Or are they all clear?
Yeah, no, there was one guy found an amber colored one, or was that was Luke, was it? Did he find one that's Luke found one that?
I found a little piece that was kind of aqua colored, but it would have been a chip off of one because it wasn't terminated real good. It was just like a little chunk.
Right.
Cool.
And you do find chunks too. You find what looks like broken glass. You know, those you find a lot of.
Where they've gotten destroyed, they've gotten broke apart.
And do they blast it or bulldoze it, or
they blast it out of the wall? They blast, you know. They, as a matter of fact, I found drill holes in some of the rocks, and in one of the rocks, I actually found the end of the drill hole. You can see the drill marks right at the end, right? Then they blast all that stuff out.
well, Alex has he shown that specimen of his Herkimer yet?
Oh yeah, no, Alex has got a
Here,
specimen.
let me pin him up. Make sure I don't
Stop
stop his video. But
is he froze? Oh no, there he is.
no, he was kicking back, smoking a cigar
Okay.
in the dark by his fire.
There it is.
That's cool how it's in the host rock like that.
In the
Awesome.
host rock,
Is that how you found it, actually?
Yeah, somebody actually gave me this piece. I didn't find it myself, but I do plan on going there and looking for some myself. Let's see. Somebody gave me that piece, but I love it. I mean, I got that in a meteorite too from the same person.
Nice. Where's the meteorite?
I found one in a host rock too.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah, Pinhead.
Okay.
Yeah, the meteorite is from South America. It's actually from Argentina. It's pretty cool. Let me see if I can get it on here.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's a nice piece.
Cool. Here, let me pin him with the meteorite. Okay, Alex.
There's the meteorite right here. Let me see if I can get it to show better. Where the hell did it go? There it is.
Oh yeah.
That's
Cool.
cool.
It's a nice size one, and it's got the the certificate of where it came from. It's some valley in Argentina.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's a nice piece.
Very nice.
That'd be cool to find one of those with a metal detector in Arizona.
Yeah,
no kidding.
Yeah. You carry a magnet. Get a good pick with a nice rare earth magnet on the end.
Yeah.
Drag it along, you might pick up one.
Go fishing. Magnet
this one
fishing.
gets all rusty. I don't know. Is it supposed to be rusty? I mean, I don't know if I should put some oil on it or something.
I would leave it the way it is.
I would leave it alone. Don't forget, it's probably iron, or it's iron.
Yeah.
So it's gonna rust. It's gonna be rusty looking. I would leave it alone.
Can you
And
pick it
then
up?
some of that crust will be from it coming through our atmosphere.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't do electrolysis or nothing to it. I'd let
leave
it
alone.
sit.
Does it stick to a magnet?
Yeah, David Villa said,
yeah.
don't do it.
Tell you what, when them one guys were on TV, a piece that big, they were talking brought pretty dang good money.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they do. They sell quite a bit per ounce, per gram, or however they sell them.
Right.
Yeah.
And you guys aren't going to be able to see this, but I got a lot of gold in this rock right here.
Let me pin you.
This piece has quite a bit of gold on it. On both sides. Can you see it?
Yeah.
You need a loop to see the free gold in it, but it's loaded.
Awesome.
Nice. It'd been, too bad we didn't have a big magnifying glass.
One thing about prospectors, we're all rock collectors.
Yeah.
No, ain't that true? I bring home so much leverite, especially when the old wife comes along.
Yeah. I got rocks everywhere. I don't know what to do with half the rocks I got.
I got the same problem. Rocks everywhere.
I got a big pile right behind me. Look at this pile of rocks I got.
I remember Jason Kinley too. He was coming out of the river with armfuls of rocks. It was pretty funny at the outing.
Yeah.
Which one was that?
Jason Kinley.
The one that sounds like Sean
yeah.
Pomranke.
Yeah, the one looked. Yep, yep. He looked just like Sean Pomranke.
Oh, wasn't he the one when we got there at 2:00 in the morning? I can't believe them guys drove us.
Right. Yeah, that's a loud one. The loud one.
Yeah.
He loves rocks. Wherever he goes, he's got an armful coming back from the river. It's funny.
Yeah, they're all over my yard, by my shop. We're gonna make a little rock garden thing by our fountain. Eventually.
Not only do I have rocks in my rock garden, but I have slag glass in my rock garden.
Hey, Bob Denault. Jesse, hello by Bob Denault.
Yeah, I said hello to him already.
Oh, hey, Zoltan.
He says he goes to the Herkimer mines 3 times a year.
Yeah, I saw that.
Cool.
I've only been there once. I plan on going back. I only took a couple-hour break there coming home. No, it was going.
It takes him about that long to learn how to find them.
It was going to my son's in Mass.
We worked about 3 hours Sunday night and then worked Monday till about noon, 1 o'clock, and took off for home.
Mm-hmm. Bob Denault wants to know, is anybody going to New York pound the ground this weekend?
Oh no.
No, not us. I got about 2 or 3 weeks of getting over this trip.
And I'll be leaving to Washington on the 16th. Hopefully I'll get at least 1 day of panning.
How long are you going to be there, Ed?
Well, you got to send some dirt back.
If I get up in the hills, I'll collect some moss and stuff and do a little digging. Hopefully, Don, he lives in Vancouver. I'll hook up with him and we'll go at least 1 day. One day, all I ask, 1 day.
Did you read Not a Great Gamer's song? You're digging in the wrong cracks there, Not a Great Gamer.
Yep.
Oh, not a great
Alex,
gamer.
they want to know what your fire stick is over your fireplace.
I'm trying to figure out this message, man. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm not on Facebook. I mean, what do you call it? YouTube live channels ever. So I can't read the messages.
They want to know what kind of gun you got back there.
Oh, that's a one of the Russian ones. I got shit. I can't think right now. The Russian. It's a. I can't. My brain is fried. But it'll come to me. It'll come to me, and I'll say it.
Swifty, what's up, buddy? Swifty just came in the house.
Hey, Yukon.
Tire Gold Prospecting's in the house too. Yukon.
Yukon. Wait, I got Yukon. If your son sent it, I got it.
Hey, the fire stick is the most I got.
I see Swifty here, Chris Dyer, John. Hey, you family.
What's chlamydia trading at right now?
Motion Nagant is the name of the fire stick. Is the what's up on the fireplace?
There you go.
It was on the tip of my tongue. I couldn't say it.
Good to have you, Scott.
Yeah, he doesn't make our shows too often, but we're glad you're here.
Definitely, definitely.
Jaron says he's giving away free OxyClean samples.
Yeah. We can pick on him here too, right?
What's the opportunity? We can pick on everybody, right?
Oh, okay,
Thank
cool.
you, Colleen. Oh my goodness.
So it turned fall overnight there when we were there, I noticed.
Yeah, there's some chilly nights.
Yeah, well, Sunday, I don't know. Well, yeah, I'm sure because we were standing around, all of a sudden it started pouring leaves down on us.
Yeah.
Video walking down the road. I got that on video.
Welcome
Oh,
to
yeah.
New England.
Yeah.
I took some drone footage of the leaves all changing color. It was pretty neat.
Yeah, cool.
Cool.
Yeah, it was just
That's pretty right
starting
home.
to happen.
That's pretty right home. Leaves were changing all over the sides of the mountains there.
Right.
Yeah, very scenic up there.
Oh, it's beautiful. I love driving through there. Not at night, but you know.
Not at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Not at 2 o'clock in the morning. There's not much to see.
I lit up the field for you guys.
Yeah, you did. Thank you, sir. That helped a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that helped a lot. We'd have been doing that in the dark.
Had movies playing on the sides of these camping.
Oh, yeah.
That was a good party. This wish it was
Yeah,
a little longer. Actually, me and Alex went up on Monday, and we were at the other brook till Friday, and then we went to Plymouth on Friday to Sunday.
Yeah.
We got a good weekend.
Yeah. Yeah. You said you were there a couple days early.
Yeah, we went to the brook where you guys were at the last outing. There's some free camping along the brook there, so we were able to sit up there for 4 or 5 days.
Right.
Hey, you guys, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to sign off. I had some prior commitments and I got to get going, but it's been a good time and thank you for having me on.
Oh, no
You're more than
it
welcome,
was
Alex.
nice meeting you too, Alex.
Yeah, it was nice meeting you, Alex.
It was great meeting you, Dan and Jesse and Ed. I just subscribed to the channel, so I'll be trying to chime in every now and then.
Oh,
all right.
Would love it. Would love it. And
nice meeting your baby too. Your baby was sweet.
yeah, and scratch your baby's butt for me.
Oh,
right,
that sounded kind of. I hope to meet you someday, Alex.
Yeah, for sure. We will gotta get down to the Gold Rush days when you guys do that.
I would love to see
Sounds
you guys
good.
down there. That would be awesome.
Gold Rush Days or Flash Bash. We'll let you know. You on?
Right.
Are you on Facebook?
I'm not on Facebook. No. Brian's got my number.
My brother.
Oh, and he could pass it around.
All right. Facebook either, Alex.
Yeah.
Hey, Colleen sent you her number.
Oh, look at that. You got numbers.
All right, man. Thank you, guys.
All right,
All
Alex.
right,
Have a
see you,
good
Alex.
one.
Take it
See
easy.
you later.
See you later.
Bye, man.
Bye now.
You
Oop.
found it.
Did you find it?
Let's
All
see
right.
some of Bryan's the gold porn from his season.
Well, he showed us a plate full of gold over the weekend.
Oh, yeah, I got a nice picture. Oh, that was pretty.
We're now during the outing when you were out, Bryan. Did you snipe a lot like last year?
No, the water was real low. There's only like a few inches of water, so I couldn't get in there. I wanted to, but it was just so low. I just broke some bedrock and classified it, panned it out. I didn't find much, just a few little specks. That's I didn't give it my all because I like to dredge and you can't dredge there.
Right. You were just having too much fun.
It's beautiful there. The scenery.
It was nice to see everyone and hang out. And,
right.
What we need to do for a week though, guys, is not Vermont, New Hampshire or Maine.
Maine's really good because you can use up to a 4-inch dredge, all motorized equipment, panning, sluicing, and everything, and there's absolutely no permit. It's like where you guys live. Same thing.
Excellent.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. We
I
don't
think
have a problem either.
I think Mojo was mentioning something about an outing there next year.
There's an idea.
Right. And there's plenty of free camping, and there's actually a campground in that area, and there's 3 rivers that have a lot of gold in them, right near the campground. So you can take your choice: the East Branch, West Branch, or the Main Branch.
Swiftwater wants to know if there's a call in them. Well, you want to talk or something, Swifty? I want to talk about dredging.
I don't know.
Oh, I like talking about dredging.
Oh, we know you do. We know you do.
Yeah.
Should
You
I?
said- I don't know. Do we want that little feller on here? Yeah, bring him on. He might have a good question.
Let me find him.
Yeah, Mojo too. You got to come down here to Ohio too to Gold Rush Days, man.
I'm gonna send the link to you on Facebook, Scott.
Your classifier there would be awesome here in our creek.
Oh,
Oh
the
yeah,
stream screen.
the
Oh, heck
stream
yeah.
screen. Yeah,
That thing would work great in our stream as a swank.
it'd
You
be
got a lot of
great
flow
if
there?
you brought 3 with them,
Oh,
or at least 4. Actually, you should think about him and Brother Joseph
Setting up a Gold
should
Rush.
seriously think about being vendors at Gold Rush. There's also May, Gold Show, Columbus. Be there. Right? It's May
Yep.
this year. Be there. Talking to you two.
But definitely you should come to Gold Rush Days as vendors. There's no charge. Camping, all kinds of people looking for new stuff.
That's
That's cool.
right.
So they got
Sell it, David
like
says.
a flea market.
Well, they at Gold Rush they
Go ahead.
at Gold Rush Days they have a minor swap meet along with vendors.
That's awesome.
You can come in the midway, the vendor midway, if you're gonna sell something. So, and
So that's a big show, huh?
stop your yelling. Just wanted to make sure you heard, Joe.
Yeah, over that weekend, we probably pull in anywhere from 1,000 to 1,500 people.
Depending, couple of years, 2,500.
I thought it was like 25 people or 30 people.
Oh no! It's like the rendezvous of the East Coast.
Right. Oh, I had no idea.
We have vendors from Carolinas come up.
Really? Huh?
Oh yeah. Carolina Prospectors comes up and
other vendors and
Miners Keepers from Arizona was there this year.
I'll have to plan on going. Usually Labor Day we have a big private outing because that's the last weekend that we go dredging. But I'm sure we can postpone that, do it another time, and head on over to check out that.
It's been going on now for 25 years or
something like that.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
You can camp there and.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we got plenty. We got
the Swank West is
the Goldsmiths Park there, so you're good.
Cool.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it's a fun time. It's a 3-day event, over the weekend, and all the dredging you wanna do, man. Yeah. And you can park right next to the creek, drop your dredge in.
Wow. And I'll be easy.
The Swank's been producing gold all this time.
That's cool.
Every year it replenishes. You too, Swifty. We'd like to see you up here. Definitely.
Oh, old Swifty's having troubles.
Uh-oh.
I sent him the link.
Rasta Man Ralph.
Are you on your laptop, Scott, or on your phone? Rasta.
Green Mountain Gold Trap. No, there's no gold in Maine.
No.
You don't want to come here.
He goes to Utah.
Yeah, Utah.
Yeah. See you, Keithy.
Well, in the meantime, while you try to get him on, you want to show you some gold porn?
Yeah.
All right, I'll show you my.
Yeah. I'll
Election here.
pin your picture.
If my phone's like temperamental since I dropped it, so if I disconnect, I'll try to hook back on. So I'll be nice and gentle. Hopefully, I won't disconnect. Let's see here. I gotta flip the camera. I gotta figure this out. Hold on. How do I flip the camera?
You had it.
Oh, there we go. All right, here's my case. Now, everything in this case, I found myself, there's nothing that's bought, nothing, no pay dirt, no nothing. And I got it by years. This is 2019 in this row. And this
Wow.
is 18. This is 17, 16, 15, 14, and 13. So this is the first year I started. And little tiny little specks.
I think you made improvements over the years.
Oh, yeah. And this year, this is the first year I got a dredge. As you can see, it's much more. And I have all my fines in these cups. You know, these cups are all full of really fines in the back row here. So my best year was definitely this year because I got two rows for this year.
Is that what you showed us over the weekend?
Yep. This is what I had all this year. So that was and these are all the fines.
Got a paper plate full of gold.
Yeah. This is the fines.
Nice.
So, yeah, all this is all this year.
And
I didn't
there's
find
that
any really
big
ones.
honker you found last year.
Yep, that's my 8.2 that I got last year. And I didn't get much gold. Was this 19, 18, 17? In 2016, I got my biggest one, which is this one. This one's a 9.2. That's my biggest chunk ever.
Wow.
Nice.
And this is actually New Hampshire gold. That's a nice big chunky one.
Nice. There's no gold in New England.
So that's most of this stuff here is New Hampshire, and this is the main stuff.
Yes, you got the
Maine and New Hampshire mixed. I went to New Hampshire. I like going to. I go to New Hampshire and Maine, so pretty much this is all New Hampshire and Maine mostly.
So what's the mining regs in Maine, or I mean New Hampshire, compared to like Maine? Or even Vermont. We know Vermont don't allow nothing really. They're like California.
Yeah, New Hampshire is you just need to buy a $50 permit. And
is it for specific location or the whole state?
Nope, you can go anywhere in the state, and if you do any kind of motorized prospecting, you just send away. It takes maybe 2 or 3 weeks. It's $50. You just a quick little application, and they'll send you a permit, and it's good for the whole state.
Okay.
Cool.
And you can run a 4-inch, 5 horsepower, I think, but everyone runs 6.5 because the GX200 is what they put on all the 4 inches. So everyone's running 6.5, but the law doesn't care about that really. I've only come across the environmental people one time, and they're cool. They don't even know what a dredge is.
That's because where you go dredging, you have to fly in and trek 20 miles and up mountains and
Well, that's in Maine. And New Hampshire, it's mostly right along the road, and it's pretty easy to get to.
Okay.
The gold bearing streams. I like going into Maine. The gold's not really better there in Maine. It's just it's more private. Like I like going up for 2 weeks and not paying any campground fees. And
no, you stay
out in the wilderness.
Do you stay on forest? Timber company.
Like
property?
80% of Maine is just all timber company. And
Like Warehouser or?
yeah, there's a bunch of them. There's all types of.
How are they with giving you permits and access?
Well, it's I mean, they get tax breaks for people to recreate on their
Right,
land,
just
whether
like
the
out
hunting or
west.
fishing or prospecting.
Right.
So,
Hey, Jerry's in the house. What's up, Jerry? California
Hey,
Mother
Jerry.
Load.
Oh, we have another dredging sucks. Hey, I almost thought he was Dan Zoller for a second.
Right.
Hey, Jerry.
I think Dan Zoller has that patented.
But out west, I know in Washington, it's the same way. They get tax breaks for allowing recreational use. Scott Paper, Warehouser, you know, Crown Pacific, and but I used to go to the headquarters of Crown Pacific, and I'd get a monthly permit along with combinations to the gates that I wanted access.
Yeah, we're pretty lucky here. There's no gates or anything. I have met the landowner, and he was cool with everything. He stops by to make sure you're not, littering, and to make sure you're not damaging the creek, because if you damage a creek, when they come to log, if the creek's damaged on the bank too far, like so they can't cut, they'll have to go further out from the creek to stable the bank. So they definitely don't want you to damage a bank, because they'll lose money in lost timber. So they're really adamant about, watching you.
Digging in banks is a no-no anyway. Don't they teach you that?
Right. But it's private land too, so if they catch you doing something, they just kick you right out.
Right.
You got to make sure.
Is there much DNR land up there, or that the state allows? Department of Natural Resources? That the state
I'm not really sure.
Okay.
It's mostly
what about U.S.
logging.
Forest Service?
I'm not really sure if there's. I know there's Indian land, and you can't go in that for sure.
No, that's a no-go pretty much everywhere.
Right. Yeah. I'm not really sure what's state land and what's not. I think it's mostly privately owned just by the logging companies, like 90% of Maine. So. Yeah, but anyways, I like going up there just because there's no one around. You're by yourself, which I like. You can shoot guns off. You can be loud at night. You can have big fires. There's no one there to bother you, or tell you to go to bed, or
curfew time.
And most importantly, when you're way out there, you need to leave your stuff on the river. And when there's no one around, you don't have to worry about people stealing your stuff.
Right.
Stealing your equipment, because you're way out there and down a canyon where no one's gonna grab your stuff and bring it up the bank and steal it. Where in a lot of these popular areas, you can't leave your stuff on the river. So
Bob
Maine is 90% private. Logging owns the most.
Right.
Hey, Jason AU.
Oh, Jason.
My brother Jim is in the house. Hey, James Van Cleef. It'd be nice if you could make it up to Mom's. I'll be there around the 16th, 17th.
It looks like Vicky's got a question for you. How far down the dirt road do you have to go to find logging camping in
Byron? In Byron, because that's more of a popular area, you can get a permission slip from Rosie in the Coos Canyon store. The logging company actually has like pre-printed permission slips, which you don't really have to get, but it just explains the rules, because there's so many new people, they might not know what's going on. So that it explains all the rules, and they'll give you a permission slip. And
so the logging companies pretty much help you or allow you anybody to go in there.
Right, because they get the tax
there's
break.
a tax write-off, right? Okay.
Right.
It's to their benefit.
Yeah.
I mean, legally by law, it does say you need landowner permission. You know, so I don't know exactly how that works, but they're pretty much giving you permission to recreate on their land. You know,
Right.
every fisherman, every hunter is not going to get a written permission, or so it's kind of like a gray area. But you know, I've come across the landowners, the managers at least, you know, that manage the areas. And
Where is the
you just want to make sure
logging place? Vicky's wondering, because you know she lives in Maine.
right. It's pretty much that whole area on the East Branch and West Branch, in the main branch of the Swift and by Coos Canyon is, you know, that's all pretty much open prospecting, and
Right.
you just go see Rosie at the Rosie's Rock and Gem store, and she'll give you a permission slip and explain where you can go and camp and prospect.
There you go, Vicky.
Sounds like you're going to a speakeasy. Go see Rosie.
Right. No, that's the way it is. She's a famous gold girl too. She was on Gold Fever, TV show. Lobster Nuggets is the name of the episode. Along with Jack Duggins, and Jack Duggins is a lot of my videos. Actually, he's the one that I hooked up with and showed me a lot of the areas.
Well, he was on the show with you last time you were here, I
Right.
believe.
Yep.
Yeah, like I said, we've decided you need someone to hold your hand when you come on. So.
Yeah.
No, I
That's
think
okay.
he decided because he never wanted to come on just himself. I had to pay Alex to leave so we could have them all to ourselves.
No,
Vicky says she bought her first sluice from Rosie.
Oh yeah,
cool.
Rosie's great. She'll help you out. You can ask her questions. She loves helping you out and pointing you in the right direction. And she's got a store full of rocks and gems and minerals and sluice. You can buy a dredge right there from her.
Cool.
She has all types of stuff. It's really cool. And I believe Mojo is thinking about having a party at that place right there next year. And there's a campground like a couple 100 yards away from that area. And then I can help people out with food camping. Down the road, there's all types of free camping, and the rivers right there all have gold in them.
Oh, so that's the main thing. They all got gold in them.
And again, you can dredge, you can sluice, you can pan. You know, there's no one there that's bothering you. You know, telling you can't do anything. You know,
Right.
So that's why I love Maine. And it's a Constitution carry state. You can carry any firearm. There's no restrictions. There's no magazine restrictions, and that's the other good thing about Maine too.
They haven't been hit by the West Coast yet, huh?
No.
Oh, is this the next event, Thomas says?
A week-long event.
Ooh.
And New Hampshire's great too. They got a lot of good gold in New Hampshire. The only thing with New Hampshire, you just got to buy a $50 permit. And a lot of northern New Hampshire has some really great gold. The most popular place to go, everyone knows about, is a place called the Wham. That's where I got my 9.2. There's a campground there, and they own a mile of the river, and you can dredge their property if you stay at the campground there. And there's a big national forest, White Mountain National Forest in New Hampshire, and they just recently changed the laws for that. You used to be able to sluice, but now you can't even sluice federally in any of the national forests. So the Wham's half in national forest and half in private. So you can only
that just blows me away that they don't even let you sluice in some places. I don't see the damage that a sluice can cause. I just don't see it.
Especially if you just work the wetted perimeter, you know.
Right.
Yeah. The funny story about that is it's so old they don't have property lines there, like where the forests actually start. So I was up there dredging, like we're around where the barrier is. And of course, national forest people come down and, what are you doing? It's like, dredging, we're off the land. And they came down and they're like, I don't know. We probably should go up a couple 100 yards. And like, where is the barrier? And they're like, oh, we don't know, but you might be on it. Like, well, you might not be on it.
Yeah. Tell you what.
There's no actual barriers. The guy looked into it. Actually, he took my name and information. I was like, hey, if you can find the barrier, just email me it and I'll abide by the law. No problem. But, tell me where the boundary of the national forest is.
Right.
And even a few weeks later, he looked into it and he still couldn't tell me where the boundary is. So
It's still somewhere between here and there.
Right.
Yeah,
When he was
no
there, he saw a
doubt.
pile of rocks along the river. He's like, "Oh, maybe that's a boundary from a long time ago." I'm like, a pile of
Oh,
rock. That's
gee
what you go by. I
whiz.
mean, come on, man.
Oh,
No, it's not because I just put those there. Dredging.
Right.
yeah, no doubt.
But New Hampshire's pretty cool. It's pretty much the same as Maine, except for you just need a $50 permit. That's all.
Mm,
Obviously
cool.
not as good as gold as out west, but it's what we have here in.
Hey, well, both things about the gold out west and the gold in the east, and even the gold in the Midwest, it all weighs up. It all
That's
adds up.
right.
Right.
That's
Oh
It
yeah,
all
right.
has the same value.
You know, I just do a little bit better than most people, just because I mean, I spend weeks out there. I spend most
Well,
of the summer out
right.
there, and I move big, huge rocks, which nobody really does.
Right.
And you work for them, you put the
Oh
work
yeah.
into it to get it.
I mean, I love doing it. I do it from morning all day, all night, until sunset. And
Right.
back to camp, and I do it day after day. I no breaks at all. I'll do it 12, 13, 14 days and not even take a break.
Well, you're working full time. You deserve what you get.
Right, right. I mean, I just love doing it, and I mean, I'm down there and I'm just moving these gigantic rocks and get under them and dredge under them. And, I spend a lot of time out there. So I mean, it's not that I'm really in a really good stream or anything. I mean, most of the streams are about the same up there. Just the amount of work you put into it is what you get back out of it.
Very true. Very true. Definitely. So,
Sorry, I had a coughing fit there.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah, I don't know, just started coughing.
Better now.
I am.
so tape pins.
No, not this time.
Hope it wasn't a bad thumbnail, Brother Joe.
Oh no, he's sticking Dano as a thumbnail.
I'm sorry, Joe. That video is going to fail sorely.
Yep, that's right, Teddy. Move the rocks. Nobody else wants to move.
Yeah. You got to move those big rocks. I do very well under the big rocks, just because they haven't moved and the gold just starts collecting around them and under them. And
Yeah.
Right. Of course, you cheat.
yeah, I use a
them big
big,
rocks.
huge.
Yeah, you
I used to
cheat.
do it by hand, but I
He
I'm
don't
really.
cheat. He just uses his brain.
He's got a chainsaw winch now, I believe.
Why?
Yeah.
Why work hard when you can work smart?
Right.
I know. It's still.
No, it just takes a long time to do it by hand, and when you're winching, and I mean, it takes a long time, and then you're exhausted after you move the big rock, and now you got to get in there and dredge, and you got a weight belt on, and you got 80 pounds of lead on you, and you don't want to take it on and off, so you're out moving rocks with the weight belt on, and then you dive back in. So I'm like, you know what, screw this, I'm gonna treat myself. I really love doing it. I'm doing it all the time, so I'm like, I'm gonna treat myself to a chainsaw winch.
Well, for as much as you do it, it's actually a good investment for you.
Oh
because,
yeah, I wish I did a long time ago.
Bob
is
wants
amazing.
to know if we'll see you in the Bering Sea someday.
Oh man, I would love to. I did get an invite up there, but that's a whole different thing. I'd definitely like to. That's for
There
sure.
is gold in England, not a great gamer.
The problem up there is you can't drive there, so you got to fly in. And when you fly in, you don't have any of your equipment. I don't have my weight belts. I don't have any of my stuff. So it's you have to rely on other people, which I don't like to do. I want to have.
You can ship it there. You could put your truck, your trailer, everything on a barge in Seattle, and you could ship it there.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, put it in a big shipping container and have a helicopter in. Heck,
I would definitely do it if one of those shows wanted to pay for it or something.
Yeah. Well, okay, you lose.
Right. I wouldn't do it on my own. I mean, it's just the amount of money you would need to get out there.
Really?
And even just living out there, I heard it's just super expensive. Like if you want steak, it's like double the price. The fuel. I don't know what I would do without
your cigars.
Right. Yeah, it's just a lot harder. Not only harder, it's money, and you just need a lot of money to go out.
Right.
Or
Oh,
know
you need a lot
somebody.
of money just to go up there to
you
use
know.
other people's stuff.
Right,
Even that,
right.
I mean,
I would love to do it. I would do it in a heartbeat if if I got on a boat and everything, settled in and was guaranteed, some income, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
If you go out there and you run out of money, you're just screwed.
oh yeah,
You're a
we've had a
long way
couple.
from home.
We've had a couple of friends that have gone up to Alaska to try to work the Bering Sea, and they did good.
Right.
I mean, like Mark.
Yeah, but they didn't really do it all
No, it
out.
was more because they got the opportunity. It wasn't like there was going to be
It's like, hey, come up for a month or
right.
whatever.
But even at that, you realize how expensive it was to be up there. And,
oh, true.
I mean, yeah. Got some nice gold though.
Oh yeah, there's definitely gold there for sure.
Yeah, I had to sell most of it just to be there though. That's what sucked. Right. It's like being a truck driver, and you make $100,000 a year, or 150 grand a year, 100 grand of that goes into maintenance and truck payments and this and that, and so you wind up with 50 grand for the year, as your profit.
Then you got to pay taxes on that.
Oh yeah. Well, I forgot about the taxes.
Then you walk home with 20 grand.
Yeah, right. I forgot about that, the taxes. So I mean, yeah, you make good money, but sometimes it's just not worth it because of what is. Look at the gold rush. Those guys talk about making all this money and stuff, but it costs them almost every bit of it to make it.
Right.
Right. That's
Yeah.
no fun. That's work for nothing.
Yeah, that diesel fuels is oh man to run all those machines.
Right.
Who knows what the bill is on that?
Then
you got to pay everyone.
I've had a couple of friends from Washington that decided to do it. They went up there. One still dredges. The other moved inland, and he's doing pretty good. He's one of the few lucky ones, or persevered through it all.
Right.
You just got to make that profit. No matter how you're doing it, you just got to make that profit. You ain't making a profit, you ain't doing it.
Right.
And
you gotta love doing it too. I mean,
right.
I'm working as hard as those guys, and I'm only getting like 2 ounces a year. So, I'm not doing it for profit. I just love doing it, and if I could do what I'm doing and make money, that's
would that be good?
Right. You just have to want to do it. Like all those guys on the Bering Sea, it's a lot of hard work, and I think it's the excitement. You go down there, and you never know what you're gonna find. When you start picking up pickers and nuggets, I mean, just keep going and going and going and going.
Top Cat, how you doing tonight? Top Cat just showed up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's if you're trying to make a living, boy, it's going to cost you. It's going to be a lot of work, and it's going to be expensive.
Right. Yeah.
Because you got to make sure you got stuff that's going to help you make that money.
Right. Right. And you just need a lot of equipment, a lot of tools, a lot of fuel.
Yeah.
It's a lot. It's a lot of work if you want to get into it that way, or you could just do it as a weekend thing. That's what you like too.
Right.
It's all what you put into it. If you just want to have some fun, or if you want to really do it hardcore.
Right. You get what you put into it.
Let me do a quick shout out. King Prospector has went above and beyond his projected goal of 150 subscribers. He's having a cool giveaway. Let's push him to 200. If you're not yet subscribed to him, he's a good friend of ours. I was actually digging with him, busting bedrock Sunday. So him and Dire Prospecting and Placer Chaser had a great time. Check out King Prospector. Good guy. Show him some Flash Fam love. He is part of the fam. Yeah, it was an awesome day, buddy. Thank you,
guys,
Susan Hamilton.
You guys go to the
Careful.
swank?
No,
You go out to
we went to one of his permissions about
Oh,
a mile from his house. You betcha,
That's cool.
brother. Yeah, it's a nice little spot. It's completely dry right now. It's an intermittent stream. So, but last time, oh, I can't say that now. The time before last, I found a picker, and so
Nice.
did Chris. Yeah, I can't wait till it has water so I could dredge it and pop rocks.
Yeah.
yeah.
So I just went over to his YouTube page. He's at 181 people.
Excellent, excellent.
Yep.
Hey, Clodhopper Scott, how you doing?
Yes, you did, Top Cat. He's here too. Jerry's here.
Right on, right on.
Well, you getting some subs now. But we don't do sub for subs here. We just help a brother out.
NGIU for life. But now I feel like Mr. Lodak. I don't have a clue what NGIU.
No gold in Utah.
Oh,
you know what that is?
No. I guess that's what you get from being old like you. A little more wisdom.
Yeah, I don't think so. Well, we had some awesome peanut butter and maple sandwiches over the weekend. Wow.
Quarter jar of peanut butter per sandwich.
Yeah, no kidding. Wow. Now there's no gold in New York City either.
Uh-oh.
Well, yes, there is, but you just can't have it.
You gotta
belongs
buy
to
that
the
one.
crown.
Well, we were trying to pan it at the Herkimer mine. We was panning out our mud. There was black sands in it, but we never seen no gold.
Right. Well, you know, because if you got a pan in your hand, you're by water and dirt, you know, you're going to dip it in there, right?
People just look at you like it's kind of strange when you're doing it.
Yeah, there's gold in NYC. It's in the sidewalks, like Mojo said.
Yeah. Yeah, they have some videos of that. People scraping up the sidewalks. Yeah.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Jeff Williams has done it.
Yeah.
Adam did one in Boston, I think.
Yeah, I think he
in the
did.
jewelry district in Boston. I'm sure you could do it in about any town in the jewelry district.
Yeah, you know? Diamonds and gems and all types of stuff.
Oh, yeah, right. And you're going to find that stuff too, you know, already cut and faceted for you.
Yep.
Yeah, no doubt. So.
Dano's balls.
Uh-oh, here comes the balls. Oh, yeah, I forgot to ask him for some at the party. Did you have any?
No,
he said he wasn't
I didn't bring any.
He didn't have time to make the balls.
Balls come out.
Oh, they're only Christmas balls.
Yep.
Here we are getting on Dano's balls again. Oh,
I'll get an address, Brian. I'll send the brother a little bit of balls.
Oh, yeah. Been waiting all year.
Oh, my goodness.
That's funny.
Yeah, it is. It's always.
And I will have smooth or chunky balls, depending on what you choose.
There goes Ed.
Yeah, I had my coffin fit there. Oh, geez, Louise. Yeah, these nuts. Yeah. Oh, brother.
King Prospector said in his post here a ways back, he said, let's hit 200 and I will do a second and third place prize. in the giveaway.
There you go.
There, I did it for you, buddy. I got you covered.
There you go. And I'll do it again. I think I did no more than 2 hours, pound 5 gallons. Okay, that's cool. So we should be wrapping this up. What do you think?
Wrapping it up.
Here in a minute. Jim
Okay.
at Video Calling Show is going to be starting in about 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
If you
Any
all...
questions? I like questions.
Yeah, we'll take
Anyone?
questions.
Anyone in the chat? Questions?
Yeah,
Yeah,
any
David
last
Vila wants to
questions
know if
before
Daniel
we
has a
bail?
new recipe.
David Villa, yes, I do. I'm trying new things with my balls every day.
Uh-oh.
Oh, come on. There could be children in here.
Okay, Buckeye balls every
We're
day.
talking about Buckeye balls. You
Buckeye
know,
balls.
chocolate with peanut butter. Oh. Every time I think of peanut butter, I think of that sandwich. Holy crap.
It was good. Peanut butter,
A
buddy.
cup, at least a cup of peanut butter on the sandwiches, and then maple sauce on it.
The maple stuff was out of this world.
Yeah.
Maple balls.
Martin sort of missed this, I guess. Golden Pater Review wants to know what's the biggest nugget you ever found, and what was your best day at the river?
Yeah, my best one was this 9.2 that I showed earlier. And actually, I tied this year. I got 9.2 grams in a single day of pickers and fines and little nuggets. I had a 9.2 gram day this year. So I'm kind of tied
cool.
with this one. Actually, this one I did get some pickers. I think I had like a 10 gram day when I got this one, but this was 9 grams. So I guess my best day would have been like 10 point something. But this year I came close for, it was 9.2 and 9.3. I got it on video, but that was an unbelievable day. That was really cool. You know, get 9 grams in a day.
Yeah, not maple sauce, maple cream. I keep calling it sauce.
Then Jesse left it here.
Yeah. Bob Dip wants to know, I have a difficult question. What's better, gold porn or Dano balls?
Oh, that's a tough one.
That's a tough one.
You get a
Dano balls are good, but I like gold.
Yeah, I like gold. Although I don't enjoy some of Dan's balls after I get the gold. Sitting back by the campfire.
Very good.
David,
my balls are for relaxation.
David V, how long does your season run?
In Maine here, they start May 15th, I think. May 15th to September 15th. But in New Hampshire, you can go, there's no season. It's January to January.
All year long, huh?
Right. So I usually start in New Hampshire, and New Hampshire warms up a little quicker than Maine. So I'll start in New Hampshire. There's an outing, I think, on May 1st that I always go to. So I start dredging usually May 1st, and then a few more weeks go by, and I'll wind up going to Maine. I think they have an outing usually the opening day, May 15th. So I usually go to an outing in Maine.
Oh, cool. See that question or see what Caitlin said, Dano? You know how Caitlin's always hungry, but she wants some of your balls, Dano.
Now I'm gonna blush.
Oh yeah, Downey's detecting. Yeah, no, it's June 15th. Sorry, I think I said.
But there will be some come your way Christmas time, King Prospector, rest assured.
There will be, and you'll like them if you get any at all, knowing Caitlin, Chris.
Yeah, she's got to fill that hollow leg first.
All right, we have 1 minute till Jim starts his show. Bryan, thank you very much for coming on.
Yeah, it was great.
Hey, we had fun this weekend, Bryan.
Oh yeah, it was a good weekend.
Yeah.
Awesome.
A little bit shorter than I wanted, but that's okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Glad I brought my heater. Made for good sleeping.
Yeah, buddy. After the sugar rush.
That was just poor Luke. I kind of moderated my maple intake.
Yeah, so did I. Oh, I tell you what was really good. That Dan guy also brought some maple donuts.
Yeah.
Dude,
Oh yeah,
oh,
those are great.
those were awesome.
Oh,
I still didn't get no maple cream pie, dang it.
thank you, Colleen. All right. Brian, I hope we see you. Oh, thank you, Bob, for
What
the
a great dude.
$5 super chat. What an awesome
Cool.
community.
Awesome.
I hope we see you over at Video Collins Show.
Yep, I'll head over there.
Everybody, hope to see you there. The link's been posted in there by Mr. Lodak a couple of times. Here it is again. Everybody out there, may you always have a flash in your pan.
And you know what he's going to say next.
That's right, because it happens. Maybe one day, too, we'll meet you on the river. Good night, everybody.
All right, folks.
Mojo, you did a great job.
I'll have to make it next year.
Yep. Definitely.
Went for a full week.
4, 3.
Yeah,
Thank
it needs
you,
to be longer.
everybody.
1.
Yeah.
Great
would be
show,
good.
Brian.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Ed, Jess, and Dano. Great show.
Yeah, it was fun. It's always fun hanging around you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude.
You know?
Well, you'll
right.
have to come down to Gold Rush or Flashback.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah. When's
Definitely.
Flash Bash? When's that
We
one?
don't know yet. We got to
We
figure
don't know
it out.
yet. It'd be at the beginning of the season.
That's
Okay.
that's pending. That's pending.
That's
Yeah.
okay.
Location and date pending.
Okay, sounds cool.
Well, that sounds like I got to work.
It's always,
Well, I'll
the
do
case.
the outings now. That goes just like Mojo. Poor guy. I bet he's about dead to the world for a couple days.
Oh,
Dude,
yeah.
He was, I felt sorry for him because I know the feeling.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of work goes into that stuff.
Yes,
Sure
it does.
does.
It ain't easy. Everybody's pulling you every direction, wanting this, wanting that. What about this? Where do we do that?
Right, yeah.
Oh, yeah.